Hey guys, I hope you're all doing well. I wanted to jump on. It's been the weirdest sleeping rhythm. I woke up and it was like, I literally thought it was almost like 3 p.m. or something. And it's only like 9 a.m. and I'm getting all these downloads. There's so much happening right now on Astral. I wanted to jump on and kind of chat about this because I am getting that there are a few warnings here as well. And we touched on this last night, but yeah, I woke up with some more of these. Yeah, wow, I'm seeing like a flutter of birds right there. So definitely some messages here from guides. Let's clear the energy and ground. What I'm seeing, I was getting this like image of, you know, we've really, I hear it again like this. We've made our decisions. We've made clear what it is that we want to create, the direction that we're moving in, our values. I feel like we've really made a lot of progress here. Okay, we've made a lot of progress in that scope. And what I'm seeing here, Spirit was giving me this vision of, you know, a number of people who already know, okay, what your story is, and they're still trying to challenge you. Now, this might be for someone very specific, take it as you will. Okay, this is a Pleiadian dispatch message, so those who, you know, if you align as a Pleiadian light body, you'll usually probably resonate with these messages and dispatches of the astrotalks, mostly. But yeah, let's backtrack on the ground. No. You have already made, again, Pleiadian message. You've already made something incredibly, okay, you're the vacuum out there, clear. You've possibly even held your boundaries so obviously, okay, in some capacity here. And what I'm seeing, Spirit is giving me this image that they know where you stand. Don't get them wrong. They're not stupid. They know where they know where you stand. They know where they stand. And it's almost like they're still trying to sort of negotiate. This is for some, possibly. I don't know who this is for, but this is so specific. Hey guys, welcome in the chat. And it's like something very subtle. It's a very subtle energy. So, and I feel like they've been trying to kind of, wiggle back in for the last few days, okay? Nuh-uh. Like, the sun is getting stronger in Pisces. We're already on our way. Like, what's done is done. Like, I see them still trying to contact you. It's like, I'm sorry, they didn't make it. They're still at the terminal. You got on the flight. What are they thinking? You're not going to get on the flight? You got on the flight, boo. You're on the flight. I see someone trying to text you from the terminal. It's like, it's too late. It's something like that. So don't let them mess with your frequency. Don't let anyone, okay, give you any kind of impression about who you are and what you're doing and why where you're going to. And, people who want to gossip and spread slander behind your back, it is what it is. The point is that they're at the terminal. Why aren't they telling it to you to your face, right? There's a big difference. Yeah, so there's just read between the lines of the context of what you're feeling. If it's like, wow, I feel this shady energy from this person who's not really coming forth in an open-hearted manner with me, well, okay, it doesn't, just let it roll right through, right? It's very different if you're having a conversation in a loving way with someone where you're saying, hey, this is what's going on, this is what I'm feeling, let's talk about it. That's very different than someone being passive aggressive. I'm hearing that as well. So we obviously are moving through the shadow of air energy as we leave behind Aquarius season. We just no, it's not that we rolled through, we trolled through that moon in Libra, and now we are at the moon in Scorpio. Shit's gonna get serious, okay? People, oh, I'm hearing a song. Cause you really your shit don't stink. What's that song? I don't know that. I don't know. It's some, I think it's Will I Am or something. Someone sings that. Yeah, for sure. Someone sings it. Okay. But yeah, no. And with the Venus still in the post shadow retrograde in Capricorn, conjunct Mars by the hip, okay, getting closer and closer to Pluto, it's really going to get very embarrassing and tiring for anyone who is still holding on, okay? Still trying somehow to contact you from the terminal, okay? I'm talking metaphorically. Yeah, you didn't come through honestly. Outcast. Thank you, Nelly. Yeah, you didn't come through honestly. So what do you want from me now, okay? Yeah, no, it should be obvious. So, in other words, it's kind of like rude. I'm hearing it's rude, and yeah, because they realize that you are on a new path as well. Okay, this is a very specific message for someone. It's like, you come in after how long now? Let's clear it. I'm sorry. No, it's like, is this like an LOL? Because, I mean, it's not even funny. Like, why are you even contacting me? I'm hearing that. Like, it's like just a game. Is it a game? Who do you think you are? I'm hearing that. To contact me after all this time? Yeah, I'm hearing that as well. Oh, I don't know. But, like, it's the conversation. It's the context. Okay, so for those of you who have people who are just, they still want to try and fight. Okay, you're gone. I just see you up in the air, you guys. Yeah, I see it very clearly. This is what we do, right? We're ascending. So, it's a love and light. Whoa, did you see it? The camera froze there. The camera froze. So, now, how many of you are dealing with this concept? Because I was just seeing it so clearly, like, it's not even a discussion anymore. It's just the energy, you know. And I see someone here. They're trying to find their way. They have like a walking stick. So that might be a particular message. Love and light to all. But yeah, and this girl's running out in just a workout top. What is the weather out there right now? Wow, it's 50 degrees. So, and I just saw the time is 11:44. That could be a very specific message here, for a number of us, I'll say. But yeah, guys, like, you're turning the page. It's the dawn of a new day. If they're feeling bad, yeah, sorry, you didn't say sorry. Goodbye. I'm hearing it like this. Like, you have too much pride. Yeah, you think your shit doesn't stink kind of vibe. That's that song. So, I'm seeing 7:07 here on the clock. So, yeah, this is just coming through as a message here. Definitely obviously has past life energies. And if people don't want to ascend enough to see that there's karma at play, if they don't want to see the karma, then we are not going to be seeing each other. It's very simple. You have to see yourself clearly in this dimension as a multidimensional being, or we're not having a real conversation. So goodbye. I'm hearing that again. Oh my God. Some of you have made it so clear. It's like, hey, I'm into energy. I'm into this. I'm into that. You want to, like, you want to be on board. You want to be on board, or you want to act like you're bored as well with what I'm talking about, and like step my game to the side and try and like also put me down, bully me. And it could be indirectly. It's not always directly. People can smile at your face and talk shit behind your back. That's the same shit. Okay, and more or less. It means nothing if you're, looking at me in the eyes and saying something sweet. If you're turning around and muttering something shitty under your breath, it's the same to me. I'm hearing it like this. So this very shallow, let's clear it. I'm sorry. This is the shadow of the Venus, yeah? And as we have post-shadow retrograde, especially in Capricorn, which can become a very materialistic sort of energy, okay, in shadow, materialistic of what doesn't serve truly the higher conversation with the embodiment of all other energy spaces, of all the chakras, yeah, it's gonna dissipate. So people are feeling bad, like, why are we no longer relevant? It's like, well, think about it. Okay, oh my God, yeah, reptilian, I'm sorry, like, if you're holding on to frequencies, reptilian frequencies is just, yeah, so it's a simple kind of like convo, literally, of like, I imagine us, yeah, it's about weight. So the denser the frequency, the harder it is to ascend. If someone is still holding on to denser emotions, denser energies, they don't want to budge. They don't want to say sorry. They don't want to admit. They don't want to. It's like, then they're not going to ascend. And they're going to watch you ascend. Now, they have no right to feel bad, okay? Yeah, really, about what you're doing in your life. It's not you. It's them. You serve as a contextual conversation for them, but it's not about you. So anyone trying to guilt trip any, it's just this silly nonsense. You're done. You're moving into this really strong Pisces season. We're all moving ahead. We are all moving into this really strong Pisces season. As the sun gets stronger, the cord is going to be cleared, and this is the last bit of the conversation. So those of you who are like, yeah, I feel like they're still nagging me, like, in some way, even though it's like I'm already well on my ways. Just know that I'm hearing a whimpering puppy here, and all morning there was a barking dog, and so take it as you will. Yeah, It's like they can do whatever they want. They were trying to get my attention. It's like, I'm not giving in. Let's clear it. Silly, silly, silly. I'm hearing that. And this is on astral for some. And, you know, yeah, let's clear it. You're not going to bully me. I'm hearing that. You're not going to bully me into responding to you, into having a convo, into doing what, yeah, because you're reading it on another plane. Okay, yes. And this is the karmic contracts. Okay, people are trying to get you to do stuff, get you to do something very specific when it's not give and take that's fair, and we see that we see it clearly. No, thank you. Nefarious frequencies, guys. And I think you called it out. And that's the point. Yeah. So there's no like uncalling it out. So people like obviously maybe feel kind of weird that you gotta just like call their shit out and they're trying to like undo it somehow, like make it like, no, it's not really like that, no, it's like that. And we saw the truth. So let's clear it now. What area of life is this pertaining to for you? I'm curious if you guys want to share in the chat. Let's clear. Right, Mimi, I feel like spirit has been sort of, yeah, definitely like been playing a heavy role. It's almost like we didn't quite see it. It's like, you know, when a parent just kind of like covers their kid's eyes and takes them out of like, you know, somewhere. It's like, you'll get it later. Let's clear it down the back. It's like, just trust me. Like, yeah, you don't want to be here right now. This is not really where you want to be at. It's not because, yeah, it's not your story. Otherwise, it's going to be a bunch of karma. It's going to be a bunch of, and you might be wondering, why did spirit take me out of that? Yeah. So, because you need to ascend. And being in that circumstance is going to opt you out. So let's clear. Now, for some of you, got people who are hawking you, and they're getting sticky. They have nothing on you. You're absolutely guided. You're absolutely, yeah. They got nothing on you. Okay, especially if they're not especially if they're not into energy work, guys. Okay, all of the strange sort of evil eye energy from people who are not, especially not aware. I mean, that is just, it's really, really, really just gonna be a huge waste of their energy and time. I just see spirit like just completely cutting off that currency line almost entirely. Like, I don't even know. Yeah, let's clear it. Like, we talked about this, and love and light to all frequencies, but yeah, certain energy spaces are gonna just be completely deactivated. Okay. Interesting. Oh, wow. Yo. So, yeah. Now, I keep getting this thing about diet. So, those two are, yeah, really, really getting very serious with their ascension process, have been inspired to shift their diet, is what I've been told by guides, like, repetitively throughout the last few weeks. Diet has become, in other words, a really, really, really clear indicator as well of where you are possibly when it comes to matters of ascension. If you're feeling more like you want to detox, okay? This is a good ass sign. This is you wanting to purge in different ways. The body is not a random physical, you know, vessel. This is something about also a conversation where we're talking about your DNA, clearing the karma, clearing the cache, the code. You have to also do that physically, is what I'm hearing from spirit guides. You also do house and you hold emotional energies and akashic energies in the physical body. So it's really important to monitor also how you work with your body. What you eat is not random. What you're craving is not random. It's ultimately all consciousness as well, and a conversation at that, right, with consciousness. So it's a matter of consciousness. So really monitor, see, where am I at with that? Am I still craving certain things? It's not to say like, oh, if you are, that's bad. It's just, you know, think consciously about it. And if you are, craving certain things and wanting to clear the diet up, then that is a good sign. That's you sort of, recalibrating with the other parts of your storyline, okay? Saying, well, you know what? I'm ready to ascend. I'm ready to clear this chapter out. I'm ready to move into a new phase. Yeah. So let's clear. And we mentioned this, the gut bacteria. We were talking about it in another health video. Yes, in the last health video. It's really like an orchestra. So bacteria in the gut, it's really like your second brain, and they are consciousness. So and yes, and so This is also a clue for you who is really on their journey towards ascension, is how willing they are and how open-minded they are and open they are in general to the concept of detoxification of the physical body. You may note that people is very, very interesting. I saw this years ago, okay, with my own family. Yeah, it was like I was on a detox. I was going on a whole, diet situation, and oh my goodness, some people could not even handle it. I was not telling them to detox, guys. I was detoxing. That was my personal decision with my body. And you should have seen their reaction. Now, love and light to all, right? But they have a certain frequency that is dissonant with the concept of detoxification. I wonder why. I wonder what that is. Yeah. So for some, all right, depending on what's what, but why would someone challenge your desire to purge and to regenerate and to heal and to transmute? Right? It's the same kind of conversation. So that we're having in many different ways, okay, at this time. Let's clear it without getting political. You just take it as you will. But yeah, there's a lot going on right now. And so cleansing is obviously part of the dying off the chapter of, in a way, undoing and clearing. And we have to have that same with the moon cycle, right? New moon, full moon. Were we just going to keep going to the full moon, missing the new moon? No. Let's clear it. So it's about the cyclicalism. People who want to fight that, people who are so holding on to something so particular. I mean, what? Yeah. So this is also not your problem if someone is not able to clear a certain addiction in their life. And Spirit is making that so clear. Maybe that's part of it. It's like, it's not up to me to change their diet. I'm hearing that as well. Their lifestyle, their habits. I can inspire, but I don't necessarily make the decision myself for them, right? Or make the decision, yeah. It's clear, period. Even for myself, right? It's like, that's something natural for me. So anyone, especially red ass flag, I don't know who, maybe, I'm seeing a huge bird flying off right there. If someone's trying to make you feel weird about the wonderful decisions you're making for yourself in your life, they need to go. Okay? No, really. So, and it does come down to empowerment. And diet is huge. Diet is huge. Okay. You're not going to be outcast from any social group that truly matters in the long term of your best life, okay, for doing what is right for your body. And if anybody wants to make you feel bad because you're changing your ways, you're changing your habits, they need to seriously go. No, really. And it might be a great test. Test it out. Test it out. Okay? Say it honestly, earnestly. I want to be a vegan. I want to be a vegetarian. I want to start eating meat. Maybe I don't. Maybe I want to stop having milk. Maybe I want to, be gluten-free. Maybe I don't want to be smoking. I don't want to be doing whatever it is for you, right? Test it, okay? And see how they react. That's a great barometer for who's also in alignment with where you're headed to in your long term. Let's clear it. Let's clear it down the back. So, yeah. Now, this is a huge thing. So the more open you're feeling, okay, to wanting to purge and cleanse physically, the physical body is a huge indicator for you, and your guides will speak to you through that metrics and means. But of course, a general video, and you should definitely talk to your personal practitioner. And we have to say, right, this is a video, right, just for general purposes. So yeah, general purposes, but talk to your personal practitioner, maybe work with a naturopath. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of birds flying off there. So maybe research, do some information seeking when it comes to also your personal archetype, your personal body, your physical constitution. Everyone's different. So, but in terms of spirituality, from an esoteric standpoint, the physical body is not random at all whatsoever. And yeah, when it comes to activations and upgrades, your physical body is definitely playing a role. So, yeah. So, yeah. Now, what else? Let's clear it. Yeah, okay. So you're saying the gut bacteria, right? What's going on in the gut? Bacteria is consciousness. So what you eat feeds certain bacterium in the body, like quite literally, right? You have so many different strains. Yeah. So that's a whole discussion, but let's make it simple in the sense of saying, for example, we'll say that in a simple way that it's an orchestra. So sometimes it's like, all right, I had this orchestra going for a while now. I got the song, I understood. I need to change the beat a little bit. And so that's when maybe you want to do like a fast, a detox. And so, you want to just kind of you know, really just get very, very clear on that and say, well, I know that the song is going, but like we have to stop it somewhere at a certain point in time so that I can change the song to what I actually want to listen to now. And that's where you have to say I'm really in control of my consciousness. Yeah. And it's with the physical body as well. That's why diet is so important, actually. And it is not random. Yeah. My left ear is ringing so loud right there. Seeing birds everywhere. It's good. No, yeah. So different organs though, right? They are associated with certain experiences as well. We'll say certain energies, and especially the liver. When you're doing a liver detox, that can really be a huge point of purging for emotions. But definitely read on this, learn into it, and everyone's body is different. So, wow, assault room. Wow. When I was in Korea, they had these, it reminds me, these rooms in this, yeah, it was like a crystal room. The whole room was like a charging room. It was like all crystal. It was amazing. Wow, it makes me kind of think of that. But a salt room. Yeah, this is something as well. Books Inc. Like, I used to go to the sauna and, like, I really enjoyed that. But now it's like, yeah, I obviously I'm not going to the gym. I'm not going to the, you know, any sort of, like, public, really public space. But yeah, this is something we'll see. It's something that I'm definitely interested in. Wow, Mandy, taking a gut course right now. And what were you like, anything interesting and insightful? Yeah, the Korean spa. Korean sauna. Where is it, Russell? An amethyst bed. Wow. Eventually I wanna, yeah. Um, yeah, I'm thinking heavily of this, like a retreat center. But not just like attending it, but I'm working with a few concepts here. We'll see. We'll see, we'll see. It's kind of interesting. In the long term, you know? Because, yeah, this should definitely be something that's more integrated in the daily life. I mean, we really don't have anything like that in the US yet. They have that more integrated, I think, in like Asia. From what I saw, at least. Like spa culture, spa life is a much bigger deal in Asia. They're also really into preventative care, right? Yeah, Asia's very much like sort of preventative rather than, you know, let's kind of like address the problem. Let's prevent the problem kind of vibe, you know, prevent the so-called what is happening here. So, but love and light, you know, everyone. Let's clear the root chakra, sacral chakra. Oh, we really do need that here. So, I was very inspired when I went to Japan, and I had like so many flashes and visions of things that I wanted to really get involved in, and visions that stuck with me even when I came to the U.S. And so this is something I feel in the long term, you know, we'll see, but I feel it should really be like a part of life. Like, why are we not like literally like, yeah, you know, integrating such things in our overall life? Yeah. So, but yeah, throughout, yeah. Yeah, the energy is like strange, Kelly. It's like frenetic. Like, I woke up barking dog, like constantly. I'm like, what's that? It's like so many sounds and noises. But anyways, you guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Yeah, Mandy, do you like the gut chorus? Everyone's wondering. So, I'm hearing colostrum right here. Maybe somebody wants to look into that. That could be a particular message. Always do your research. Again, always talk to your personal practitioner. And as well, don't underestimate binaural frequencies. I'm hearing also rife frequencies here can be really, really instrumental in the healing journey, especially also physically. So you guys, maybe we'll get into another live chat later today.